Netflix's track record in live-action anime and manga adaptations is less than fantastic. Look no further than 2017's widely panned Death Note, or 2021's cancelled Cowboy Bebop. The streaming service's next attempt to overcome its live-action anime curse is One Piece, a new series based on Eiichiro Oda's best-selling book. Despite all odds, it succeeds. But how well does this live action translate to the audience? How does the live action version compare to the anime version? So, in this video, we will cover our thoughts on the One Piece live action series, including the actors, story adaptation, and whether it's a hit or a miss. So, stay tuned to find out the verdict. To start off, the outstanding cast selection and their stellar performance must be mentioned first. Without question, the characters of the One Piece world, particularly the Straw Hats, comprise the series' powerful backbone. Choosing the correct performers to bring to life the characters meticulously sculpted by Oda-sensei was already difficult. The teasers and trailers gave us a hint, but fans were still skeptical about the casting. However, we can infer that showrunner Matt Owens of One Piece Live Action has delivered on this front. Filling in for Luffy, Iñaki Godoy takes some getting used to, but he stands out with his broad smile and dreamy demeanor. Godoy exudes a mesmerizing blend of limitless energy and wide-eyed awe that will hook you. However, his interpretation of the role is not without shortcomings, which we will explore later in the video. Makenyu, who plays Zoro, is outstanding as the cool swordsman. His calm temperament in real life matches Zoro's in live action. Emily Rudd, an anime lover, plays Nami, and she's just stunning as the intelligent yet heartfelt cat burglar. Jacob Romero played Usopp's character perfectly, as the lying cowardly youngster who desires change. Last but not least, Taz Skylar, who plays the cook and combatant Sanji, delivered a delectable entree. Every single character in the program delivered great performances in their respective roles. I couldn't believe my eyes when some of the characters, such as Mihawk, Buggy, Zeph, Kobe, and so many others, appeared to be straight out of the manga. Stephen John Ward should be commended for his portrayal of Mihawk. He just nails the role. I definitely think Oda is a Mihawk fan because he looks really great in the live action. In a nutshell, Netflix nailed the acting department. When it comes to the storyline, the first season of Netflix's One Piece concentrates mainly around Luffy heading off to explore the oceans in quest of the legendary One Piece treasure, with the goal of becoming the next pirate king. The episode began with Gold Rogers' statements during his execution, as in the manga and anime. However, this is not the case throughout the series' 8-episode length. There are notable departures from the original. That is to be expected, as not everything in manga or anime will adapt successfully to live action. Nonetheless, the primary story and characters are true to the source material. Extra scenes or a new context, such as Buggy the Clown holding the people prisoner, were not in the manga but fit with his unusual behavior and provide dimension to his character. Furthermore, sequences that strengthen the camaraderie between the Straw Hat Pirates and situations in which we witness Garp mentoring Kobe were all crucial to the plot. More importantly, the live-action adaptation bravely adapted the terrible and gory violence in the One Piece manga, whereas the anime avoided it. Overall, it was a pleasant voyage from beginning to end. Netflix condensed the first 5 One Piece arcs into 8 episodes. The creators brilliantly wrote the plot, blending the original with their own moments. Not to mention that Eiichiro Oda oversaw everything by working with the team and giving them the green light for everything we saw in the live action. He wanted it to be great for the fans, and it was. For the most part, each episode was well written, and there were numerous hidden Easter eggs and intriguing aspects in One Piece live action that you should look into. It may be a well-paced adaptation for newcomers, but it felt rushed for an experienced One Piece fan like me. The introduction of all the Straw Hat members irritated me because the crew should have spent more time on character development. Now, it's time to address the elephant in the room. The live-action series was enjoyable, but it had a few problems. We're all praising good and hard work, but it's also vital to point out flaws so the production crew can fix them the next time. Garp's early appearance in the live-action adaptation of One Piece has to be the largest and possibly most contentious change. Garp is shown once, but isn't completely introduced until hundreds of chapters later, as anime and manga fans are aware. However, Netflix's production crew chose to bring him in early, and as previously disclosed, it required some convincing to get Oda on board with this adjustment. Garp's introduction transformed the story of a young kid setting sail to accomplish his ambition into a family drama. To keep his grandson from becoming a pirate, the old father tried every trick in the book, which became monotonous after a time. The showrunners had to make significant adjustments to various plot lines to accommodate Garp, which felt forced to me. As a result, the early inclusion of Garp was not to my liking. On the other hand, the roles of Kobe and Helmeppo were well-rounded and made sense to the tale. Another huge fault for me as an anime fan is that the live-action version omits some of the most memorable moments. For example, the lack of Zoro's old bounty friends. Luffy taking bullets for Zoro, Zoro weeping his eyes out with the Wado Ichimojo after Kuina's death, and, of course, the Arlong Park stroll scene. I understand if they didn't want to tarnish the reputation of those legendary live-action moments, but since these are the highlights of One Piece's first tale, at least some of them should have made the cut. It captures the essence of the original One Piece narrative. Furthermore, the writing staff mistakenly eliminated Nami and Sanji's tearful farewell to their home. It lacked the same impact as the anime. Aside from that, the Syrup Village's arc's pacing was poor, particularly in episode 4. As previously said, the tempo of the series may feel rushed to longtime One Piece fans. The omission of key situations and characters, such as Hachan of the Arlong Pirates, can be perceived as a mistake. Still, it can be turned around in the future because the showrunners have a different plan of execution. On the technical side, while the VFX looked amazing, it was sometimes rendered incorrectly, which was noticeable. In a couple of spots, the sound mixing felt weird as well. While Iñaki looked as vibrant as Luffy for the most part, there were times when he couldn't match the carefree and silly demeanor of Luffy. He did bring his own spin to the character, but Luffy is not as severe or confining as Iñaki felt in some instances in the live-action version. Iñaki is still the right match for the job, and I feel he will get the most out of his character in future seasons. Also, it appeared like Luffy did not have enough material or involvement at times, acting as a quiet observer in various circumstances. And it would have been awesome if Luffy wore his signature sandals in the live action. The show, in my opinion, should have lasted 10 episodes, so that they could have included the extra sequences, the core tale, and moments. In my opinion, they missed numerous key spots that may have elevated the first season to masterpiece status. Furthermore, the Logue Town arc may have been included in the first season to complete the plot and bring it all full circle. These are minor flaws that may be overlooked in light of the show's major strengths. Any beginner to the series would not be bothered by it. But as a One Piece fan, I hope the showrunners improve on this and offer us with a fantastic interpretation of the Alabasta arc. Overall, Netflix's One Piece live-action adaptation is an engaging and vibrant series. While everyone expected it to be another flop live-action adaptation, the involvement of the original creator provided it with the blessings to break the haunting curse. Even as a longtime fan, I relished every minute of the series. Be it the innovative way of introducing the pirates with their bounty posters, sequences that widened the scope of the tale, or the dynamic and robust cast. Everything came together to provide the wonderful One Piece cinematic experience we had all been waiting for. Netflix appears to have done everything correctly and fleshed out the first season, which turned out to be good. However, there is still room for development. This adaptation gives me hope that the second season will be approved without much argument. Hopefully, the dedicated team behind this live-action series will learn from their mistakes and return with a bang in the future. The sails have been set, and we're now looking forward to more fantastic adventures in the coming seasons. The One Piece live-action series will surely welcome new fans to the anime, and we can't wait for them to join us on the magnificent trip to uncover Gold Roger's treasure. Have you seen the live-action remake? Please share your ideas in the comment section below. I definitely promise you'll find plenty to enjoy here, whether you're a die-hard One Piece fan or a newcomer. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support.